We often think the best answers come from external experts or exhaustive research. But it's been my experience that the most profound insights are often waiting within you, ready to be discovered. In this episode, we'll explore a practice that is as simple as it is insightful, designed to unlock your inner knowing in a surprisingly enjoyable way. I'm Kathy Robinson, and I'm going to share a powerful yet gentle approach that helps my clients navigate big life questions, a technique that you can easily apply in your own life. This method will help you create space for clarity and wisdom to naturally emerge. It's the practice of holding a question, and I think you'll agree it's a unique and interesting way to cut through the noise and confusion by listening for the answers that truly resonate and move you down your own most authentic path with clarity and confidence. So, what exactly do I mean by holding a question? This practice is a conscious, sustained engagement with a specific query, allowing for exploration not just in your mind, but also in your body and your heart. It's about inviting insight to emerge with curiosity rather than trying to force an immediate answer. Think of your question not as a problem to be solved, but as a seed you plant and tend, trusting its natural growth process to unfold and bring insight. This is fundamentally different from problem solving. If you think back to the last time you faced a challenge, perhaps you did some research, conducted an extensive analysis, made a list of pros and cons, and looked for a quick solution. That was my approach for decades. But now I do the opposite. Holding a question is less about figuring it out and more about broadening your awareness to receive the answer from a deeper place within you. It acknowledges that left brain logic has its limits and it's not always aligned with what you truly desire in your heart. Now, this isn't a new practice. It has roots in ancient contemplative traditions where seekers would sit with profound questions for extended periods. It's prevalent in scientific discovery, where scientists can hold paradoxes for years, letting them bubble up until a breakthrough emerges. Artists and creatives also use this method, carrying a theme or idea with them until inspiration hits. It's a timeless, intuitive way of seeking wisdom. Now that we know what holding a question is, why should we do it? What makes this practice so transformative, especially if you're navigating complex life decisions? First, holding a question unlocks your intuition and creativity. In a world that often demands quick answers and instant solutions, this practice invites you to pause. By suspending judgment and letting go of the urgent need for immediate answers, you open up pathways to deeper, non-linear insights by connecting with an inner knowing that can help you discern your truth from the external noise. This naturally leads to enhanced clarity and decision making. For complex, multifaceted decisions, whether it's a career pivot point, a major life direction shift, or even family dynamics, holding a question allows for a more holistic understanding of the situation. This is powerful for cutting through external expectations and societal pressures that often cloud our judgment to what truly is in alignment with your desires. It also significantly reduces overwhelm and anxiety. You can feel paralyzed by the pressure to immediately have the right answer. Holding a question takes that pressure off. It cultivates patience and builds trust in an unfolding process, easing the burden of decision paralysis and allowing solutions to emerge organically. As you engage with this practice, it also fosters deeper self awareness. The question you hold becomes a powerful lens that you can use to examine your core values, unacknowledged fears, deepest desires, and even underlying assumptions that might be subtly guiding your choices. It's a pathway to understanding yourself on a much more profound level. By its very nature, holding a question cultivates patience and trust. It develops your resilience and faith in life's natural unfolding process, a valuable asset applicable to all areas of your life, not just the question at hand. You learn about the seasonality of life and that the most profound answers reveal themselves in their own time. And finally, you can use this practice to understand the next right action. Life answers don't always arrive as a complete lightning bolt revelation. More often, they emerge as small, actionable steps forward in the form of a nudge, a synchronicity, a new connection, or a sudden, quiet certainty about what to do next. For those experiencing a major life transition, holding a question can be very effective. It helps you navigate liminal space where old ways are no longer serving you, but the new path hasn't fully formed. It's an invaluable tool for uncovering what's next without forcing it, allowing creative solutions to develop. Now that we've covered what holding a question is and its benefits, how do we actually do this? The beauty of this practice lies in its flexibility. There's no single right way, but there are helpful techniques that will help you make this practice your own. Here are 4 ways to get started. Number 1, choosing the question. This first step is critical, selecting the right question. You want to pick something that sparks genuine curiosity or addresses a real challenge in your life. You also want to make the question open-ended by avoiding a yes or no format. When you formulate a broader question, it invites possibilities. Examples include, what's trying to emerge in my life right now? Or how can I bring more enjoyment into my work? Or what do I need to know today to move forward in my life with more purpose? You'll know you've picked the right question when you can feel it resonate deeply in your heart. It's less of an intellectual question and more of a heart-based one, a question that truly speaks to a longing or desire. Number 2, using movement and nature as catalysts. One of the most potent and enjoyable ways to hold a question is through an intentional question walk. This practice combines the incredible powers of movement and nature to open the portal to your inner wisdom and clarity. This doesn't require a wilderness expedition. A local park, a tree-lined street, or a garden, even a short stroll during your lunch break can do wonders. The key is to find a place where you can be relatively undisturbed and connect with the natural world around you. This means leaving your phone and other distractions behind just for a bit, so you can set an intention to quietly walk with your question. As you walk, simply hold your question in your mind. Don't try to actively solve it. Instead, let it breathe as you breathe. Allow your senses to engage with your surroundings by noticing things like the rustle of the leaves, the scent of the air, or the feeling of the breeze. Let yourself get lost in this sensual observation. The rhythm of your steps can create a meditative state, facilitating the emergence of quiet answers. Pay attention to anything that catches your eye or your ear. Sometimes insights aren't verbal. They can come as a subtle shift in perspective, a sense of peace, a sudden memory, or even a symbolic observation in nature that resonates with your question. Number three, inviting daily integration. Here's a great feature of this practice. Even with busy lives and demanding careers, you can integrate this process into your daily life. Simply identify brief touch points throughout the day and bring your question to mind. This could be while you're drinking your morning coffee, as you're getting ready for the day, during your commute, or right before you go to bed. These short, consistent moments create cumulative impact. You can also combine this practice with other ones you might enjoy. For example, if you meditate, gently introduce your question into your quiet time. Again, the goal isn't to force an answer, but to simply hold it in awareness and create space for insight. If you journal, write about your question without answering it. Explore it from different angles and capture related thoughts, feelings, and even dreams. This gives you a way to process it without judgment. Another way to integrate this practice into your day is through mindful awareness. Keep your question in the back of your mind throughout your day. Notice when related thoughts, conversations, coincidences, or even passages from a book or podcast connect to your question and jot them down. The universe often provides answers in subtle, synchronistic ways. And number four, focusing on the process. Regardless of the method you choose, the most important conditions for holding a question are patience and trust. You'll want to avoid overthinking. This practice thrives on letting go of active problem solving. Don't rush the process or criticize yourself if an answer doesn't quickly appear. Have faith that the answer will reveal itself in its own time and in its own way. Also, welcome the unexpected. Answers usually don't arrive as a clear written directive, but they can come in countless unexpected forms. A conversation that sparks a new idea, a book or article that inspires, a vivid dream, a sudden quiet certainty that settles over you, or even a feeling of clarity that you can't logically explain. By cultivating these conditions, you create fertile ground for profound insights to surface, guiding you on your unique path to clarity. As we conclude this episode, I hope you'll explore the profoundly transformative practice of holding a question. It's a way to tap into a deeper source of wisdom that resides uniquely within you, offering the true antidote to external misinformation by helping you discern and recognize your authentic truth. This practice is especially helpful during times of transition when the path ahead might seem unclear and the noise from the outside can feel overwhelming. By embracing this subtle yet impactful approach, perhaps through the tranquility of walking with your question, allowing the rhythm of your steps and the quiet of the outdoors to be your catalyst for insight, you gain far more than just answers. You unlock deeper clarity, sharpen your intuition, cultivate the courage to take action that aligns with your inner self. It's a journey of self-discovery that empowers you to navigate challenges, embrace new possibilities, and trust the quiet guidance you receive. So here's my invitation. Choose one burning question that resides within you and give this practice a try. What's something you've been grappling with? Perhaps it's a decision on the horizon or a new direction that you're curious about. Formulate your question and allow your curiosity to take the lead while remaining open to the unexpected ways that your own inner wisdom will speak. What question is ready to be gently held in your life right now? Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, be well.